Welcome back to First Take. We spoke with Shams Charania yesterday regarding Giannis Antetokounmpo possibly being on the move ahead of the trade deadline, as the two-time All-Star is now ready for a new home. The Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves, New York Knicks, and Golden State Warriors are among the serious suitors for Antetokounmpo, league sources say. The trade deadline, by the way, 1 week from today. Perk and Wendy back here with us on First Take. I'll go to you first, Wendy. What do you think is the best fit for Giannis going forward?
Well, I think if you look at what the Bucks built when they had a championship team, they had a tremendous perimeter defender in Drew Holiday so that Giannis wouldn't have to defend the top perimeter player on the other team, and he could be more of a center fielder. He's devastating when he can do that. And they had a wing player who could take some of the pressure shots because Giannis, in tight situations, he doesn't have the most reliable jumper. That was Chris Middleton. Middleton was a killer player in the clutch. And Giannis can basically do everything else. So if you look at what that alignment is, there's a few teams that stand out. The teams in Texas especially. Perk has been all over thinking the Rockets would be a good fit. I can't imagine a better fit, offensively with Giannis than Kevin Durant. Those two would balance each other amazingly, and they have incredible perimeter defense. Of course, they'd have to trade pieces to get him. And in San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama with Giannis would be amazing because they could balance the floor because Victor can stretch it, Giannis can play on the interior, and they could be unbelievable defensively. That said, if I were Giannis, guys, I would prioritize going to the Eastern Conference because you look at the West, the mountain to climb is significant. I'm not even sure San Antonio and Houston are even going to make serious offers because they like their team so much. I would be wanting to go to stay in the Eastern Conference and look at a place like Miami that might not have that perfect setup, but that would be able to be in the East and could build around him.
Wendy, look, I don't care about the word like. I care about the word love. Does the Houston Rockets love their team? And the answer is no. They like them. They like the young pieces. They think they could get it done in the near future with those young guys, but they don't know. And so when I think about this trade in particular, it's three sides that need to be happy when you're trading a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Number one is Giannis, because the Bucks owe him to trade him where he wants to go, okay? Number two, the receiving team and the Houston Rockets. Getting Giannis, does that make you better pairing them alongside Kevin Durant? You damn right it do. Number three, it's the Milwaukee Bucks, because if you're going to give up an all-time great, one of the greatest power forwards of all time, you want to make sure that the package you're getting back is going to be satisfying and you have no regrets. It makes all the sense in the world to make this happen with the Houston Rockets because now you center it around Alfred Şengün, who's on the rise to be an up-and-coming star in this game, right? Already averaging 20 points, over 10 rebounds, and about 7 to 8 assists. So you got you a young guy that has a promising future. And then you throw in maybe a Tari Eason, who I believe is going to be a starter in this league for a long time. And then you throw in some picks. The Bucks get whatever they want. They got everything and more that they would need to start building for their future. And then all of a sudden, we talking about H-Town, Swingers and Bows, Lil Kiki, Bud B, Slip Thug, Paul Wall. Y'all stand up. Because if you get Giannis to the H with Kevin Durant and Ime Udoka, boy, it's going to be hell in hot water. It's going to be hell in hot water. This is the trade that needs to happen. All those other trades, I don't want to hear about that. This is the one that makes all sides happy.
Interesting, Big Perk. Can't necessarily completely agree with you because the thought of KD and Giannis together would be sensational, no doubt about it. I'm Milwaukee. You're going to give me Şengün, you're going to give me Amen Thompson, you're going to give me some picks. I'm going to get both of them and some picks. I'm saying, I don't want to because I love me some Amen Thompson. Love him. I'm saying if you're Milwaukee and you're making a deal, it's got to include him. That brother right there is special. I want him. And I'm going to insist on getting him. But I want to throw out something else. You can put Wendy and Big Perk up on the screen when I say this. How's Steph Curry looking in Golden State? I know he's 37. Brother averaging 27 a game. Brother is still the greatest shooter God ever created. 4-time champion. How about Giannis with that brother? Now, if you're not trading Draymond Green, which you wouldn't do, stay with me, you have to include Jimmy Butler in any deal that you're going to make for Giannis. We know he's out. So, again, because he's out, you go to State. I mean, damn. You know, he's out for the year. There's but so much you can do. And then next year is his last year. You could add Pajimski up in there. You could add him in the mix along with other players. Remember, they got about 4 first-round picks. They got about 3 picks they can swap. And I'm telling you right now, I get what you're saying because KD with Giannis is something to behold. I understand that. I understand Wendy's point about staying in the Eastern Conference, although if you stand in the Eastern Conference, damn it, get to the Knicks, okay? But if you're talking about being Giannis, being complimented, as great as KD is, you know, the movement without the basketball, the range that goes from 20 to 30 to 40 feet, that dude, that is Steph Curry. Could you imagine if you hold on to Draymond, Steph Curry with Giannis? Lord have mercy. I'm just saying, I get your point about Houston and how KD would look with Giannis. How about what Golden State would look with Steve Kerr coaching, with Draymond still there as a facilitator, with Steph shooting the way that he shoots, moving the way that he moves, and opening the floodgates for a Giannis because you can't take your eyes off Steph. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you right now, I like that one. I like that one.
Do you have your listening skills on today? Like, you here with me?
Yo, man, yo. Let me tell you something. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
I'm asking, big bro.
I'm cool with Vanity. She'll check on you. She'll check.
I'm asking, big bro, because I started off saying that all sides need to be happy. Now, I get it. Golden State would throw the kitchen sink at Milwaukee. But I don't want those dishes that's in that kitchen sink. I don't want those paper plates and paper cups that's in that kitchen sink. I don't want a Jimmy Butler that's injured. I don't want a Pajimski. I don't want a Jonathan Kuminga. I get it with the picks, but I want a player. I want a player and picks that I could build around, a young player at that, similar to what Sam Presti got back when he traded Paul George, getting back SGA and all those damn picks for years to come. That's what I want in that deal, and that don't move the needle. If I'm Milwaukee and I trade Giannis to Golden State, I'm not satisfied. I will have regrets because now.
So what are you giving up if you Houston? So what are you giving up if you Houston?
I just told you. I'm going to give up a young Afro Shangoon, a.k.a. Baby Jokic. I know he don't like the name, but damn it, that's what I call him. And I'm throwing in a guy like Tari Eason, and I'm giving up about 3 or 4 picks. That is a great deal. Nobody's mad in that deal.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't think that's enough for Milwaukee. If I see Amin Thompson there, I don't know if I'm satisfied with Torrey. I'm sorry, I don't know that.
Well, I hang up the phone. I hang up the phone if you want both of them.
Well, if you look at the last 2 champions, you look at Oklahoma City and Boston, and there's other examples in history, but just look at the last 2. Both of those teams were constructed basically out of star player trades. Boston made the trade with Brooklyn, which led them to get Tatum and Brown. The Thunder obviously made the trade with the Clippers, which got Shea and allowed them to draft these other guys. So Milwaukee has an opportunity here, but here's the thing I think we got to pay attention to, and Perk has alluded to this. Giannis is going to have a say here because Giannis has 1 year left on his contract plus a player option. So whoever trades for him, if he is traded, is going to have to try to get him to sign an extension. And that means that Giannis is going to get a say. Whether the Bucks want to do that or not, I suspect they would. And that's going to be a factor here. So when you're computing this, and you can make your case, Stephen A., about the Warriors, and that's fine, remember, Giannis is going to get a say before something like this would go down.
All right, trade deadline 1 week from today. Obviously, we'll talk a lot about this leading up to that. If Giannis were to be traded, he would be the first multi-MVP player to be traded midseason in NBA history. Perk and Wendy, we'll see you later. Thank you so much. Why does someone here feel that the Hall of Fame should not recast their vote for Bill Belichick? Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Plus, Stephen A., someone would like to have a word with you about your thoughts on snoring on the Patriots' Super Bowl chances. More First Take after